Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Mars, which will happen on September 13th. So from September 13th till October 26th, Mars is going to be transiting in the Libra sign. Now guys, this transit of Mars becomes very important for so many reasons. The very first thing is that the previous few transit of the Mars has been filled with lot of sensitivity. Like, why to go very far? Mars in the Cancer is considered as debilitated over there. When Mars was in the Leo sign, briefly it was conjunct with the Ketu as well, which is not a very harmonious placement for the planet Mars. When Mars moved to the Virgo sign, it is considered as agitated over here, and it is also opposing planet Saturn over there as well. So now finally there is going to be a sigh of relief for many reasons. The very first reason is that once Mars is going to be in the Libra, it is going to be receiving the fifth aspect of the planet Jupiter. Second good point is that Mars is like, whenever planet is heading towards its own sign, it is considered as good. Immediate after this, Mars will head towards the Scorpio, and from over here, even the zodiac sign which Mars gives its additional aspect, it gives its fourth aspect to its sign of exaltation, which is the Capricorn. It gives its straight aspect to the Aries, which is being ruled by the planet Mars in itself. Even the eighth aspect of the planet Mars to the Taurus is generally considered as good when it comes down to the finances, any transformation which you want to bring in your finances. Along with that guys, see, although I do not take the aspect of the Rahu, because Rahu being an imaginary point, but many astrologers take that, so that's fine. But even within the realm of the Libra, you will find the energy of the nakshatras like Chitra, which is being ruled by the Mars in itself. Then you will find the energy of the Vishakha planet like Jupiter. Jupiter is already giving its aspect to this sign, and the energy of the Swati, Rahu. So Rahu is in a trine combination. So overall, a very good news for many rising signs when Mars is going to be in the Libra. Because see guys, if you will go by the classical books, over there it has been mentioned in a clear language, because in the classical books most of the transit results are explained from the moon, not from the ascendant, and it has been written that Mars from the natal moon, whenever it transits from the 3rd house, 6th house, 11th house, it generally gives good results. But obviously, just because you are watching this as a customized results, and when I say anything, I blend everything, how it is establishing a connection with all other planets, giving attention to the mundane, whatever has been happening in the world. We cannot overlook this energy of this year 2025. If you will make a sum total of that, you will get the number 9, which is also ruled by the planet Mars as the universal year vibration. So I mean to say, the transit of the Mars to Libra will become very important, in which all areas it is going to be influencing you. Libra in itself is the zodiac sign of the relationship. You will definitely see some sort of fast-paced development, stimulation in the department of the Libra. In the matters of your relationship. Along with that, Libra is the original sign of the business, commerce and trade. Over here as well, you will see some sort of fast-paced development, movement in your life. Now guys, when we talk about the remedial part connected with the planet Mars, so again guys, because whenever Mars is kind of making any connection with the Venus, either through conjunction, either through aspect, even while being in the sign ruled by the Venus, there is always a vulnerability of going excess in the bhog vilas, in the indulgences and all, like food, wine, sex and all. So obviously, like, that is one area where restraint has to be followed. Along with that, beyond any doubt, worship of the Lord Hanuman in any form. You do the Vadvanal Sotram, you do the Hanuman Chalisa, you do the Sundarkand. Guys, I couldn't repeat myself that I have said that so many times. In the Kali Yuga, especially the devotion of the Lord Ganesha and Lord Hanuman give very quick results. Because see, the thing is, when you worship like gods like Vishnu and Shiva, their energy works on a very subtle level. But when we talk about our daily mundane problems, our behavioral issue, anger issue, getting into fights, debt, credit problems, obstacles in the life. So Hanuman and Ganesh, their bhakti, their devotion give immediate, quick, rapid results. So okay guys, now we will briefly look at that based on all the rising signs, how this entry of the planet Mars is going to be influencing you. Now guys, to begin with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, beyond any doubt, the transit of the Mars will become very important because Mars is your ascendant lord, and now it is going to be entering in your 7th house. Jupiter is already giving its aspect. So overall, this is a very good sign for the growth prospects in your business. Along with that guys, there is definitely going to be stimulation in the prospects of the relationship and the marriage. So let's say for example, if you are single, on a lookout for a partner for yourself, there could be some development over there. But let's say for example, if you're already going through some issue, fights, problems in the marriage, so Mars can intensify that. See, Mars actually acts as an intensifier. So just be assured that in the matters of your relationship, there will be rapid development which will happen over there. Along with that guys, the aspect of the planet Mars being your ascendant lord is very good for the business, for the career ascension. Mars will give its 4th aspect to your 10th house, 8th aspect to your 2nd house. So let's say for example, because Saturn has been giving its 3rd aspect to your 2nd house, it has slowed down the flow of the income. Rahu in the 11th house has made it very fluctuating, but Mars will ensure your any of the job employment prospects, promotion kind of matters, or turning around things in the from low income to putting you in the path of high income and all. So all that can be anticipated with this entry of the Mars in your 7th house. Overall, a very good transit for the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, Mars is your 12th and the 7th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 6th house. So guys, at the beginning of this video, the sutra which I mentioned, I hope you would have understood that Mars's transit majorly from the natal moon, even from the ascendant, 3rd, 6th, 11th is generally considered as good. So it could be good in this regard that in your line of work, if you have to write any competitive exam or for the exertion of your authority and all, success in securing a loan and all, it's a very good transit. The only concern is that being the 7th lord, 12th from it, so that means, and Libra is the original sign of the relationship, so there could be some issues within the relationship. So issues with your partner cannot be overlooked. There is a high possibility of that. But when we talk about the competitive spirit or employment progress and all, securing a loan and all, regarding that, it's a very, very good transit of the planet Mars. Now guys, from over here, Mars gives its 4th aspect to your 9th house as well. So you know this thing that for anything to do with the visa, immigration, long distance travel and all, over there Mars will support you. Luck will, in short, support you. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your 12th house as well. So anything to do with the overseas interest of yours, planets will support you. And lastly, Mars will give its 8th aspect to your ascendant, to your 1st house. So guys, it's not a good sign. 2 malefic planets are giving their aspect to your 1st house. So that means head injury and all. So you have to be very mindful. These 2 are very malefic planets. Mars and Saturn both giving aspect to your 1st house. Be mindful of your face, head injury and all. So there is going to be slight sensitivity towards that. Now guys, moving ahead. Now when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mars is not a very good planet for you, and it has not been mentioned anywhere about that Mars's transit from the 5th house is considered as good. So I mean to say, yes, there might be slight challenges which you might experience in the domain of the 5th house. This could be some sort of quarrels with the romantic partner, or disturbances in the if you are in stock market trading, some sort of disturbances over there, or difficulties with the children and all. So it might be slightly sensitive in all that department and area. But let's say for example guys, if you are an athlete, you are a sports person, during this time only you have to give any sporting, you have to participate in any sporting event. So for those people, this might be slightly beneficial transit as well. The good part about the Mars's aspect from over here is that Mars will give its aspect to your 8th house. So for the acquisition of any ancestral property and all, if you're already amidst any issues over there, it might support you over there. Along with that, Mars's straight aspect will go to your 11th house. That means some sort of development. Like let's say for example, if some of the long impending work like is not progressing, so you will be confident and courageous enough to take the bull by the horns. And the 8th aspect of the planet Mars is going to be looking at your like 12th house as well. So for destroying your enemy, exposing your enemies, like coming across very confident in the face of any hidden threat, regarding that, it's going to be a very good transit. So guys, I will repeat. When we talk about the Jeev Karaka connected with the 5th house, this could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your children. It's not a very good energy. There might be some relationship problem with them for sure. But when we talk about any competitive scenario, like you work as an engineer, problem solver and all, so because Mars also represents the mechanical skills and all, like people who are like working in the garage with all the tools, fixing things, opening things. So for all of that, it's going to be a good transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna, Mars becomes the Yog Karak planet. Now just because the 4th house transit of the Mars is not considered as very good, so let's say for example guys, during this time there might be some emotional sensitivity, restlessness within you. Along with that, some sort of issues within the domestic life or the family life as well, like people are coming into way of each other, some sort of ego problem or like a confrontational attitude towards each other, that cannot be overlooked. Along with that guys, when we talk about the purchase of any like new land, you're working as a realtor or so, in all those areas it might be a good news for that. So for the professional realtors and all, it might be a slightly beneficial time. But when we talk about the interpersonal relationship within the family, within the houses, or this could be a case that easily getting provoked, like someone did not mean anything, because see, the concern with the Cancer people is that they are all the time ruled by their emotions and their feelings. Now just because Mars is there in the 4th house, someone said something, you felt slightly unpleasing, so you will resort to aggressively like counter that, to very like be slightly easily provoked. That's what I'm trying to say. So that sensitivity is going to be there. But for anything to do with the land and the real estate, it's going to be a beneficial transit. Even in terms of your career, it's going to be a beneficial transit, because Mars from over here, in a way, it is making a complete connection with the angular bhava, with the Kendra bhava, like giving its 4th aspect to your 7th house, giving its straight aspect to your 10th house. So for the commercial success, for the enhancement of the reputation, or like for empowering you in your career related matters and all, it's going to be a very, very good transit. Even the 8th aspect of the planet Mars, which will fall in your 11th house, it will make you very confident, very courageous for the gains. So overall guys, yes, the emotional well-being you have to monitor, the domestic life you have to monitor, but apart from that, when we talk about the career commercial gains point of view, it still has some good in store for you. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna, now it's going to be a good news. The 3rd house transit of the planet Mars is generally considered as good. Mars is a Yog Karak planet for you, so that means it will make you courageous enough to take the initiative which you have been long trying to do. Because Mars opposing Saturn, Saturn is not a very good planet for you. This transit of the Saturn is not very good for you. Saturn is retrograde as well. So Mars was somehow in the clutches of the Saturn. But now Mars is free and independently it will give results. It is going to be receiving the blessing from the planet Jupiter as well. So a very, very good transit for the Leo Lagna natives. See guys, 3rd house tells about our resourcefulness. Libra has got everything to do with the relationship. So you will make use of your connections to initiate or execute many important things during this time. Travels can increase, and if you are a content creator, sales, media, marketing professional, you will be able to impress people with your prowess, with your quick thinking. So from all of that point of view, this entry of the planet Mars in the third house can be considered as good. From over here, Mars will give its fourth aspect to your like sixth house, which is a good news for securing a loan or performing good in any competitive situation. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to your ninth house, empowering the prospects of your luck, and even its 8th aspect to your 10th house. So overall, a very good transit for the Leo Lagna natives. Nothing could be better than that. If Mars is also right now active in its Antardasha, or you are also going through the Mahadasha of the planet Mars, you can actually experience some good results. Like for example, you have been awaiting for any job, employment news and all, so that can materialize during this time. Any important project you wanted to initiate, it has been long impending, not being able to initiate, this time it can happen. So from all of that point of view, it is going to be a good transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, as you can see that Mars is not a very beneficial planet for you, and now it is going to be entering in your like second house. So guys, the second house transit of the planet Mars, see, it's not considered as very good because Mars within itself will carry the energy of the 8th house as well. So I mean to say, there might be sudden fluctuation in the matters of the finances, and in certain cases there might be like relationship might get bitter with the immediate close family members on the account of the money. So again guys, everything comes down to that, what you give more weightage and priority. Is like saving relationship is more important for you, or being fair and equal in the financial transaction is more important for you? Because yes, Mars coming to the second house will create these kind of situation where you have to make a choice, money or the relationship within the immediate family members. Along with that guys, the beneficial thing about this transit of the Mars is that obviously like second house is the house of our income, like 11th house, second house. If Mars is coming over here, you professionally work as a realtor, you have a manpower management company, or you work in the construction and all. So for certain people, if your running dashas are supportive, Mars can actually give you good return as well when it comes down to if you are purely working in the domain of the Mars. But yes guys, speech can become very fiery, and generally I say in these kind of alignment, refrain from resorting to alcohol, intoxicants to counter the stress. Like people generally have this tendency, oh, I'm going through a lot of the stuff and I need to drink, I need to smoke. So that attitude with Mars and Rahu never goes well. You over stress your health, and then not only you have to deal with the existing financial crisis, now health is also a concern for you. So just refrain from going in that path, because it's the Mars making connection with the Venus. So yes, indulgences is something regarding which you have to be careful about. Along with that guys, Mars from over here is going to be giving its fourth aspect to your fifth house. So it could be slightly challenging time with your terms and your relationship with the children as well. Mars is going to be giving its straight aspect to the 8th house. Now 8th house is over here you will find Mars's own zodiac sign, like Aries. So if you are working in the fields of the occult and all, it will empower you, it will support you over there. And the 8th aspect is going to be giving its aspect to the 9th house, where the Taurus sign is there. So again, some fluctuation in the finances could be possible with this entry of the planet Mars over here. But the good part is that vulnerability of any head injury when Mars was there in the first house, now it is over. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mars is going to be coming to your first house. So now guys, the very first thing is that it's a sigh of relief, because 7th lord for long has been transiting in your 12th house, and Mars becomes your second lord as well. So you might have been going through like heavy expensive time, like more expenses, terms with the family, with the spouse going haywire, topsy-turvy. But now the good thing is that when Mars will come to your first house, you will be in control and command of your relationship, of your finances. So, and for anything to do with the courtship and all, it's going to be a good time, because Jupiter in any case is supporting it. It's like blessing your 7th lord in the first house. So for many people, the proposal will come, the proposal of the marriage or the courtship will come on its own to you. You do not have to go out and look for it. So for any matrimonial proposal, matrimonial harmony, this is going to be a good news for the Libra Lagna natives. Along with that, guys, the only one slight concern which I see over here is making you injury prone. So in the head area and all, so you just have to be mindful and careful. Saturn is in any case, guys, going on in your 6th house. I always say this thing, when Saturn is transiting from the 6th house, it is retrograde. Any disease, any sickness you pick, there is a tendency of it turning chronic or bothering you for a long span of time. So whenever you have like planets aligned like this, any small like cough, infection, fever happens, take the medication. Do not take any health related ailment casually. That's what I generally recommend to my clients whenever planets are aligned like this. So guys, if I were to summarize, it's a very good news for your terms with your immediate family, for the matrimonial proposal, matrimonial harmony, more proposal, opportunity approaching you, coming to you on their own. But when it comes down to the like making you slightly injury prone, that possibility is going to be there. From over here, Mars will give its aspect to your 4th house, a very good time for buying a new or purchasing a new property and all. And Mars, its 8th aspect giving influencing your 8th house is also a good news for people who are like awaiting any ancestral property, inheritance and all. So it's going to be supportive time for those people as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, as you can see over here, that Mars becomes your ascendant lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So guys, it's a very good news, especially if your income is connected with the foreign land, you are in a import export nature of work. So it's going to be very beneficial transit for those people, for any of the foreign trade or foreign connection or foreign aspiration of yours. Along with that, guys, the only concern is that like Saturn is already transiting in your 5th house, Rahu is already there in your like 4th house. So yes, when we talk about feeling insecure, lack of confidence, doubting yourself, that is going to be there, because the whole axis of the malefic planets, they hammer us so strongly that they can actually jolt our pride, our confidence and all. And this transit of the Mars is not very empowering. Like the way I mentioned, Mars's transit from the 3rd, 6th, 11th is considered as good because it empowers you. But when we talk about this transit and blending it with Rahu 4th, Ketu 10th, Saturn 5th, many people will have this existential crisis, doubting their capabilities, doubting their path. So the only one thing which I want to recommend, just don't over analyze things. This is how it is, and for certain people it is going to be beneficial time as well if your interests are aligned with the foreign land, that I can assure you. So yes guys, that's about for the Scorpio Lagna. From over here, like Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your 3rd house, so it will empower you to take initiatives. Some sort of hidden motivation and spark will come to you, especially people who are very religious minded. From over here, Mars will give its aspect to your 6th house, so for defeating your enemies, performing good in any competition, it's a good news. And the 8th aspect will look at your 7th house, so some sort of major transformation in the commercial dealings and all can be anticipated. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, Mars becomes a very important planet. It is your 5th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So 11th house transit of the Mars, whether from the ascendant, from the moon, is generally considered as very good, and especially it becomes more important if it is a beneficial planet for you, for your Lagna. So I mean to say guys, yes, like a spike in your income, like because of the support of the community, friend circle, network circle, you will be able to get many things materialized during this time. For any of the concerns of like courtship, romantic matters, or you are like trying to conceive a child, so you cannot overlook. Along with Jupiter, Mars also becomes very important in the female's chart, in the cycle and all, in the transit and all. So I mean to say, for someone trying to conceive or plan a pregnancy, or in the romantic related matters, any of the artistic creative work, speculative interest of yours, overall it's going to be a good transit of the planet Mars. Because guys, like the way I mentioned, 5th lord was heavily afflicted for a while from the past couple of months, debilitated, then conjunct with Ketu, then Virgo opposing with Saturn. So now finally Mars is in its full glory and capable enough of giving you good results. So this is going to be the time. Take the chance, show your confidence, be as disciplined as possible, and your community, your network will support you, and like the way I mentioned, spike in the income. So overall a very supportive transit, because guys from over here, if you will give attention, Mars give its fourth aspect to your second house. So that means it's sitting in the house of income and looking at the house of the finances and the saving. So very good news. It gives its aspect to your fifth house. Your mind is going to be very focused and very very relentless when it comes down to pursuing your goals. And with its eighth aspect, it is very supportive in the sixth house related matters as well, destroying your diseases, or this could be for securing a loan and all. So over there as well, it's a supportive transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys for the Capricorn Lagna, as you can see that Mars is going to be transiting in your 10th house, being the 4th and the 11th lord. So guys, see, whichever planet goes to a house, it somehow influences the matters of that house with its innate nature and personality. Mars is a planet of fieriness, competitiveness, aggression, confidence, courage, confrontation. So now that energy will work in your 10th house. So a lot of the stimulation which will happen. So for people who are working as a professional realtor, because Mars give its straight aspect to your 4th house as well, to its own sign, for buying or purchasing a new vehicle. For people who are working as a professional realtor, it's going to be a very good news. Along with that guys, from over here, Mars is straight away going towards the 11th house where its own Scorpio sign resides. So I mean to say, whatever chance you will take during this time, whatever decision you will make in your career, the outcome of that, the result of that is not that far. You do not have to wait that much. So result is whatever decision you will take during this time. If you have to write any competition and all, you will submit yourself for any major role, any audition. So the result of that is not that far. That is what I'm trying to say. And along with that guys, because Jupiter is already transiting in your 6th house, right? So that means in any of the competitive situation, now stars are supporting you. So count your blessing if during this time only you have to give any performance, or you have to undergo or face any competitive kind of situation. I would not say that it can actually create clashes with the bosses, with the Libra, Mars being in the Libra, because Mars gets the directional strength in the 10th house. So overall guys, with your confidence, with your courage, you will impress people, and that's how a connection will be established that okay, this person mind his business, this person is a go-getter. That is how the kind of impression you will give to the authority figures. So overall guys, a good transit. Jupiter's aspect is making it much better. The only concern is that its 4th aspect is going to be looking at your 1st house. Be mindful of any head injury and all guys, because Ketu is already there in your 8th house. So be very mindful of the head injury and all. But apart from that, for the gains, profits, income and enhancement in the reputation, performing good in any competitive scenario, it's a good transit. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys for the Aquarius Lagna, Mars becomes the 10th lord. Now it's going to be a very good news for you, because the way transit was influencing you before, 10th lord in the 8th, it actually would have created a higher fire kind of yoga for many Aquarius Lagna. So let's say for example, if you did not lose your job in the past couple of months, count your blessing. But now guys, the good thing is that being the 3rd lord and the 10th lord in the 9th house, luck will definitely support you during this time. If you are applying for any admission in any foreign university and all, stars will support you. Visa, immigration concerns, stars will support you. Like you know, enrollment for a new course, upgrading your education, stars will support you. Along with that guys, there might be some work related travels as well, and be mindful that if you will undertake any travel, pilgrimage, stars will very much support you over there. You will come back with finalizing some important deal as well. And yes, some work related travels are also on the cards for the Aquarius Lagna natives during this time. Now guys, from over here, Mars give its 4th aspect to your 12th house. So that means anything to do with the travel, visa, immigration, foreign land, overseas clients, it's very supportive for you. Mars give its straight aspect to your 3rd house, empower you, make you more confident, and its 8th aspect to your 4th house. If you're planning to change your residence area, you're working as a professional realtor, so it is definitely going to support you. So overall, a very empowering, supportive transit for the Aquarius Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mars becomes your 9th and the 2nd lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So beyond any doubt guys, we know this thing that you pick up any book of astrology, transit of Mars from the 8th house is not considered as good. People talk about Saturn from the 8th house, but at least Saturn from the 8th house gives the knowledge of occult and long life. But when it comes down to the Mars, it is not considered as good. Second vulnerability is that for you people, Mars becomes the 9th lord. So that means it is the loss of the luck. So 9th lord, 12th from it in the 8th house. So yes guys, during this time, it is making you slightly injury prone, confrontation prone, scandal prone. Saturn is already there in your first house, so you have to be very mindful of your public image, your conduct. This could be in the matters of the money. This could be how you behave with your immediate family, how you demonstrate the strong ethics. All of that will become very important. Along with that guys, for certain people, this might also spoil your terms with your in-laws as well. So if you're already having issues with the in-laws, it can trigger it in a negative kind of way. Along with that guys, the beneficial part. So yes, if you are an investor or something to do with occult and sadhana and all, for those people this might be slightly beneficial time. But yes guys, in major areas of the life, now somehow what is happening in your case is that your ascendant is very much being covered by the malefic influence. Saturn in the first, Rahu in the 12th, and the 9th lord is also losing its power, being there in the 8th house. So that means during this period of time, all the attributes of the planet Mars, you have to deal with it very carefully. So your courage, your initiatives, your terms with your brothers, with your male friends or male colleagues, or any of the blood related concern. So in all these areas, any of the land related issue and the concerns, so all the things being represented by the planet Mars. Mars is your second lord as well. So the family dynamics as well. In all these areas, and because it is going in the sign of the relationship which is going through transformation, so you have to be very, very careful. Caution and care needs to be followed in majority of the avenues and areas of the life. Again guys, Mars is not like Saturn, Mars is not like Rahu and Ketu. Mars does not have a say over our encrypted code of our destiny, that kind of sealed fate. Mars has got more to do with influencing our behavior. So in the case of the Mars, with proper counseling, proper restraint and calmness, a lot of the negative outcomes can be evaded, can be avoided. That's all what I'm trying to say. So yes guys, from over here, Mars will give its aspect to your 11th house. So it is good for the income. You will be confident enough to even get into any threatful situation, any fearful situation for the enhancement of your gains of your income. From over here, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to your second house. Speech can be slightly harsh. Eating habits can be spoiled. People who are into smoking, drinking, there is the vulnerability of overdoing these things. So restraint has to be followed over there. And lastly, Mars is going to be giving its aspect to the third house as well, so which will empower you. But the only concern is that it's the Taurus sign over there. So restraint and kind of credibility, authenticity in the financial dealings needs to be followed. You do not want to be too overpowering when it comes down to your gain and your self-interest. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.